throwing for 3 touchdowns.
It's the Texans and the Dolphins on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. Stroud now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And Walker has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Operating from the gun, Gore. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well,
this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. When you look at the defense for these Texans, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
This is my writing it down on my notes. I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Gore. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they'll run with Tucker. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Span. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Stroud. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
For a part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the ground, it's Tucker.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Gore. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's free at the 35.
And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 7. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Back to throw. Gore. Open man is Tucker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Gore. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far in this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Gore. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Span. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 18. A very solid gain of 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the left side. Span. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Here's Weber.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have broken the tie.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goal.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They run. It's Tucker.
That's a strong running.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. He finds Douglas, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Span. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's complete to Dell. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy, where it'll be the Colts taking on the New Orleans Saints. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Gore. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. Here's Tucker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Tucker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to him on 1st down. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Gore. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gore. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now the Miami field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. throwing on first down. Gore. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Gore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. Gore. Going for the right side here, complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 20-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Gore. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Gore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gore. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Tucker. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Tucker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Tucker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Sean Tucker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. Gore. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. Tucker.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 104 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Tucker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22. Houston set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robertson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Now Weber. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's to his running back, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that...
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And the result of all that is possession of the football at the 6.
Well, there's nothing like taking a lead and making a play that could increase the advantage. That block punt and where they picked up the football, that gives them a chance to really take a commanding lead here.
Yeah, so you've already got the 3, but you know they're thinking touchdown, right?
Have to. Know the 3 is there. Don't do anything to jeopardize it. But take your shots to try and increase your lead and make it substantial.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gore. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now out comes Houston.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Up the middle they go. Span. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Texans send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Taken in at the 22. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down.
Gore. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gore. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down.
incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
First down, Miami.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Miami, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.